This is All Chapped Up, where we push the limits and say what we want, how we want, while pulling your chain to bring you back for more of what you want. I'm Chris Chappell, aka Chappie, outcast of all types and genders. Welcome to Chappie Hour.
Lost in a screen, out of the window, mystical rain, unnecessary waiting for a stump, blue shadow cover me like a cage. I am waiting for the day, but the day will never come.
All right, that was The Day That Never Comes by Victim of Illusion, also my next guest. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and say, what's up, guys? How's it going?
Oh, it's going very well. Thank you.
Hi, Chris.
And you?
How are you?
I am Luca, the bass player.
Bass player, awesome. Very cool, Luca.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Paolo on vocals.
All right, very good. Paulo Locas?
No, vocals.
Vocals, all right, rock on. Yeah, sweet.
Oh.
Very cool.
Sorry, could you hear us?
Yes.
Could you hear us clearly? Yeah.
I got a little delay, and there's maybe like a little click, but I think we're good. I think it'll be fine. I mean, hey, you know what, people? You're just gonna have to deal with it. I'm talking to people from Italy, all right? So, you know what? Listen, they're gonna have to deal with it, right? The fans are just gonna have to deal with it.
Yes, the delay is just normal, maybe.
Right. So, how you guys doing, man? I appreciate you guys taking the time out of your day to talk with us today. We got Peter and the bass player and the singer as well with us today. And yeah, I just kind of want to know. Start off. What are some of your guys' influences? Like, what do you guys like? Your favorite bands? What kind of stuff are you guys kind of influenced you guys to play?
Yeah. Well, maybe our biggest influence is Steven Wilson and Porcupine Tree. And,
I love Porcupine Tree. Great band.
Yeah, we every year
modern progressive, many bands of modern progressive metal and classic rock progressive.
Like I don't know, Tesseract or.
Yes, I just got into Tesseract about 3 years ago. I just found out about him, and how I found out, I was actually just dicking around on YouTube and like, oh, check this out, and I was like, whoa, this band's really cool. I'm digging the polyrhythms and stuff like that, and it was really awesome. One thing that really baffles me, I think we talked about, Peter, was the other day, was that over here in America, unfortunately, prog isn't as big, because for my personal taste, America doesn't have any taste in music. Sorry, that's just my personal take. The stuff that's literally the stuff that's popular now over here just baffles me. I don't understand it. But hey, that's just me. But like, what do you think that? Why do you think that is? Like overseas, like for instance, like when Dream Theater comes over here, they play it like a House of Blues for like 500 people. I'm not kidding. And that they're a worldwide band. But on the other hand, if you take them over to Japan or over there on y'all's side of the world, I mean, you guys and them are like they're selling out freaking stadiums. Is it just a different type of culture, maybe, or?
Yeah. Well, here in Italy, prog rock is not so diffuse. It's not so popular. Also, but we have some Italian prog rock band in that maybe they were famous in the past, like Goblins or Area or some Italian bands. Or I don't know, PFM.
Okay.
Do you know PFM?
Yes.
Yeah,
There was a very big scene, very big scene in Italy in the 70s for progressive rock bands, and
Like Pink Floyd and
Italian
such?
progressive was most popular in the world in that era.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but right now, I don't know, but progressive rock and all those fantastic bands are not so popular here. So it's difficult to listen to a prog band in a radio, in a commercial radio, or so you have to find it on Spotify or
Right.
on YouTube.
Exactly. Yeah.
No, maybe the band Haken. They are from England,
Yeah.
and you become crazy to try to play some song from this band.
Yeah.
Incredible techniques.
Yeah, Haken's insane. And like one of my favorite guitar players, you being one of them, Peter. Just recently, after I've checked out you guys' stuff, man, you play incredibly, by the way. But John Petrucci is amazing. I'm sure you obviously know who he is. Just incredible. I mean, and I'm sure. Did you get some of your guitar influences from maybe like him or I mean, just the tapping technique is just amazing to me. Like,
yeah, Petrucci is incredible. He's just one of the most famous guitarists right now, and maybe he's also making a lot of clinics and online lessons. He's very famous, and maybe he's also a nice guy. I think his way to teach and his way to play his instrument is really popular, maybe. Yeah,
right, exactly. Very good. Now you are a producer, right? You also produce the band's music, and then you do other projects as well. Is that correct?
yeah, it's true. I started in 2010 with Paolo first and Luca after, and we just meet each other and try to play something new, and we put on a computer a lot of songs, just recording in my studio.
Right.
And then after that, I also started different projects. I have something about the cinematic area. Yeah, I compose songs for and composition for film and something like that. And I also have a couple of other projects where I play guitar and I produce. So I like to do some things in parallel. But I think Victim of Illusion is one of the first things for me, and the things that in which I really trust. So.
So you guys have regular day jobs, is that correct? Like you guys are strictly studio musicians, right? I think you were telling me you guys don't tour at all. You just do studio music.
Yeah. We don't have we don't play much live, so we.
Anche se il vostro lavoro quotidiano.
I work in a communication agency,
Okay.
and I am a graphic designer. And my agency works mostly for the automotive industry, and we do the direction of the events of these companies. And however, I am a graphic designer and I work only.
Yeah, and this is good because he's doing the graphics for Victim of Illusion. So
That's why they're so awesome. How about you, Avark? How about you? What do you do for a living besides doing your music?
For me.
That was for the singer. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce your name. I'm very illiterate. No.
Peter, or this question is for Peter or for Paolo?
For Paolo.
Oh, quale questo? Cioè, che cosa fai tu?
Okay, my job is a wall painter.
Okay.
Okay, I paint walls like your orange walls behind you.
My wife did that. The Navy colors, because I was in the U.S. Navy, so as you can see the anchor. Yeah, my wife did that. So you're construction then, painter construction. Is that what you do then?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a very hard job, but I like it. Yes.
Get them arms from painting.
Yes, yeah. Not so much.
Very cool. Now, one thing I wanted to know, and maybe you guys can tell other up and coming bands, maybe over here or even in Italy, culture's different because here, in order to, I think the perception is, if we're not playing in front of thousands and thousands of people, then we haven't made it, and that's not legit anymore. Like maybe that's great, but for me, like, if you're just doing what you love, like you guys all have day jobs, you guys are enjoying your day jobs, you guys, and then you do this, as a hobby, and make a little bit of money of it on the side by selling you guys' music. Social media has really helped that aspect of it. In 2017. Now back in the 70s, 80s, when we didn't have social media, you were relying on those live shows. You were relying on that type of income. But now that you have a different outlet to sell your music, it's a little easier for you. So maybe that's something that these bands can kind of take away from it. That it's important to advertise yourself in front of people, but also to work on your craft. Is that correct?
Yeah, well, I think that nowadays there are a lot of what you call recording bands or recording artists. So probably people that work on their studios and they record their songs and publish it on internet, and they live just publishing songs and with royalties coming from that songs. So and we are something like a recording band because we didn't have so many shows in our past, and maybe in future, yes, but we concentrate on writing music and on produce good records and good albums.
Right.
And this is, and I think after that, if people start to listen, also with some marketing, of course, you can be known also outside your country. So and then you can build your fan base, and maybe starting to gig and to do live shows in the outside. So and it's a little bit different from the past because the past was the street, so where you can play, where
Right,
people
yeah.
can. And here you have to make physic 3Ds and
That was the only way to let the people know the music that band done. The social media are very important because every song we produced, we can put it on air on the social media and have an immediate
feedback,
Response immediate.
from the people. This is very important because we can have an immediate we can touch with hands the
see how much
feedback.
people are listening or how much are appreciating just with comments on Facebook, on Twitter, or YouTube, and you can reply, so you can have a direct dialogue with people, and this is fantastic. I think this is really incredible. It's a big opportunity for bands.
Yeah, absolutely. One thing I want to touch base on, and I don't know if you guys know a whole lot about it. Okay, so like over here, remember how I was saying that in America, a lot of talent agencies or people that want recording artists, it's not necessarily done like you got. Like you're a producer, but you guys are all friends and you do your work there and you're professional. But like here, it's like, and I'm sure they have it there too, but here it's like people are like, oh, I got to get signed with RCA or I got to get signed with that. But see, these companies nowadays are looking for the look, and it doesn't matter if you can sing, play an instrument. If you look good, they can make your voice sound good with a computer. And that's where it frustrates me that these people that are recording artists are they're doing great in the studio, but then when they go live, like I've seen your guys' live show, and you sound great. You sound great live. Like the way you sing, you can actually sing in tune. You don't need to have vocal backing, But like here, you'll always see someone getting accused and getting caught lip syncing with the music in the background, not actual instruments, and people just
playback.
And that's what really frustrates me because see, music is about a passion. It's about showing something that's inside of you and letting it loose, not mocking it. And that's what it is to me. If like you go out there on stage and basically don't even sing your own music, have a radio play it for you and just go out there and do a couple dance moves because you're pretty, that's offensive to me. Would you guys agree on that? Would you guys agree with what I'm saying there?
Yeah, totally. And
it's true.
And
I think is very important to have something to say with music, and the rest is not it's not the focus. The focus is what you have to do with your music, without obsession about look or about some stupid things that don't exist in the good way to be a musician.
And also, of course, if you are a musician, you have to be able to play live and in front of other people. So, of course, there is a limit on a recording artist. I think because you have to be able to do your job as a musician, also if it's only an hobby.
Right. And that's what I say. It's real frustrating to me because there's guys like me out here that have been playing drums for 25 years, have been singing for 17, and I'll go out and do studio work with guys, but I'm 35 years old. 35 years old in America, you can't just go to a studio and you can be the most talented person in the world. But if you don't have that look, it's a sad thing that's what it's about, and that's what frustrates me. So I do what you guys do. Me and my buddy, who's in North Carolina, which is about 300 miles from me, he sends me tracks, and I play along with him. I put my drum tracks to it. I produce it, and then we kind of mix it together, and then I'll put vocals with it. We do kind of like what you guys do. Not on the same level, because you guys do a different style of music, but still same concept. And I think, it's a lot more fun for me because I don't have to stress about, like you said, other things. I can just focus on my music. I can just focus on what's important, not the look, not the, and if somebody likes it and wants to listen to it, cool. And I appreciate that, just like you guys appreciate it. Let's get into you guys now. You guys have how many albums? You guys have 4 albums so far? You just released a new one?
3 albums.
3 albums, okay. All right, and you just released The Illusion of Light, is that correct?
Invisible Light.
Invisible.
Whew, listen to my ignorant ass.
you mixed up the band name.
I know it. It's been a long day, man. Long week. I apologize. So it's Invisible Light, folks. It is an excellent album. I have listened to it. I have purchased it. And you can purchase it on Spotify, Amazon, any of those platforms. You can also go to, I believe you guys have a website as well that they can purchase it on. Yeah. Great music, good stuff. It needs to be, I'm telling you right now, like, it needs to be out there more. So that's why I wanted you guys on the podcast. I want people over here to be able to hear your guys' talent and stuff like that. Because some of the riffs you guys do, man, that bass line that you rock on Day That Never Comes, man, I love it. It's so groovy, man. And then that solo you have, and you have a set of pipes on you, Luca, man. I'm telling you, man, it's impressive to listen to, and I appreciate it. And I think that's the great thing about the internet. Out of many of the bad things about internet, the good thing is that you can, a guy that's in bumfuck Egypt, Tennessee, can find out about a band in Italy that otherwise I would have never even found out about. Just by doing a little search, like, hey, check out this prog band, and boom, you guys pop up. I'm like, holy shit, this fucking rocks, man. Yeah, this is awesome, man. This is good shit. And yeah, man, I'm glad I did. And now I know that if I ever come to Italy, I'm going to come visit you sons of bitches.
You already had a visit in Italy, if I remember well. You've already been.
Here's the thing. When I was in the service, I did go to Italy. I went to Sigonelli, and this is the extent of my visit. I flew on a back-assward plane, and we landed. I got off the plane. They says, "Hey, you're in Italy. Get back on the plane." You got back on, and we flew on the aircraft carrier. So I can say I've been to Italy, but I haven't really got to explore the whole the beautiful parts of Italy. So yeah.
You have to do again.
Oh, I will definitely. I was telling my wife too. I was like, hey, they may be looking for a drummer soon. If they do, I'm moving to Italy. I'm just telling you. It's happening.
Yeah, that's nice.
But no, I know your drummer that you guys have now that you use. He's an excellent drummer. I'm just pulling your shame, but the offer's always there if you need it. But what's the coolest place each of you? And we'll just go one by one. Where's the coolest place in the world that you guys have gotten a chance to visit? Like as far as beautiful goes, or just your favorite place to visit? We'll go one by one.
Everywhere.
No, well, are you asking us what we would like to visit, or which place we would like to visit, or what place we have already visited?
If there's a place that you visited that maybe wasn't that great and you just kind of visit there, then you could talk about that. Or you could talk about if there was a place that you would love to visit that's just been on your kind of bucket list. Just wherever it is. Like if you've seen some place that is breathtaking and you want to talk about that. Or if there's some place you definitely want to go, and just tell us that and why you want to go there.
Okay, so I don't know. Maybe. I'm really curious about New Zealand.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
And and also because I can from New Zealand you can visit the Antarctic, maybe, or the Arctic.
Antarctic.
Yeah. And maybe could be nice. I would like to be there. And
Very, very good. Are you guys all married?
Me and Luca
Okay.
are married.
I'm not married, but I live with my mate.
Okay,
Yeah.
very cool. How about you, Luca? Where's your favorite place that you've been, or someplace that you would like to go?
Well, I travel mostly in Europe for job or for vacancy, and so I like to visit South America, maybe.
Yeah.
Also the United States.
We're not that great.
I
I'm just kidding. All you United States bashers, I'm just kidding.
I have a friend that live and work in Perth, in Australia. He sent me a lot of photos of the place. It is a good place, but outside the city there are only sand. A lot of sand. Desert for 1,000 kilometers. The Australia could be a place, a curious place.
Australia.
Oh,
Go ahead. I apologize. Go ahead.
Okay, for me, a dream is to visit Oriental countries.
Okay.
It's like Thailand, Vietnam. Is very for me is a more. There is a place like also Birmania. I'm attracted about Oriental philosophy and Oriental culture, and I hope one day to go in one of this country.
You hear that, guys? You hear everywhere they want to go? Buy their fucking album. Do it. Buy it right now. Buy their album. When you buy their album, they can visit where they want to go. This is good shit, man. This is true from the heart shit. Buy their album. One thing I want.
That's right.
I force it on them, man. One thing I wanted to tell you. One thing I wanted to tell you about Australia, because I've been there. It's great for a single man, and the reason I say that, I say that because the ratio, there's 7 women to every 1 man.
Hey.
That's the that's the population. So even if you were like,
of you.
yeah.
7 good women, or
well, even if they're not good women, the odds are still ever in your favor. You know, I mean, even like I said, even if you're like the ugliest guy in the world, man, you have your pick of the litter. Like, it's 7 to 1. So even if 6 of the ladies said no, there's still that one that's like, "Are you doing?"
Okay, good choice, Luca.
Yeah, and I've always wanted to go to the Oriental countries as well. That's one place I definitely want to go. I've always been fascinated by the Great Wall of China. It's just something that is just unbelievable to me, for something to be that amazing and that long. I mean, just think, how long did that take them to build? I mean, really, honestly, that's ridiculous. You know, that's awesome. So that's really cool, man. That's awesome. I was talking to my last guest, and he said he's been to every continent except for one, and he just did that before he turned 30, and that was in Antarctica. And he got to go to Antarctica. So it was cold as hell, obviously, which doesn't make any sense because hell is supposed to be hot. So, but he said it was cold, and he got on this boat, and there was like whales and stuff that would go onto the boat and would blow and stuff. And then the penguins, because they're not hunted, you know, like a lot of places where penguins are at, they're hunted by humans. So they're afraid of us. But in Antarctica, they're not. and they would literally just jump in the boat and sit on your lap. Penguins will. And I was like, dude, I have to go to Antarctica because I love penguins, man. Penguins are the coolest freaking thing ever. But they really are. I'm fascinated. So we'll go across the line this way. Peter, how long have you been producing and playing your instrument, playing your craft? How long have you been doing that, brother?
Oh my God!
Let's not show your age. If you don't want to answer that, I don't want to. I mean,
I am a little bit older than you, Chris. So.
He's only 32, guys. He's only 32.
No, I am 46.
Okay. All right.
And well, I started to play guitar when I was 12, so really a long time ago. And I played with a big band in my secondary school, and and there is where I started to love music and guitar. Oops, my guitar went down. So.
Do you guys believe in ghosts? Because I do.
Yeah. So but I started to be a producer a little bit later. Of course, I started to be interested in producing music when I was 30, and then I quit my day job only 2 years ago. So it's only 2 years I'm a producer and musician for living. So.
One question I have for you, Peter, then, if you've only been doing producer for 2 years, the quality of your guys' music, the sound, can be compared, in my opinion, to Porcupine Tree. And that's a humongous honor to say, because if you guys have listened to Porcupine Tree, out of all the bands, and this is no offense against any other band out there, but there is something that they do that the quality of the recording of Porcupine Tree is so amazing. Everything is so clear. There's no background reverberation. It's perfect. And you guys have that same ability. And for only doing it for 2 years, I just want to know, because that's something I'm passionate about and I'm learning. Obviously there's all kinds of YouTube videos and stuff to watch, but what did you do in order to know exactly how to do that correctly?
Well, first of all, it's important to separate what I mean for the production process, and because I followed the recordings and the arrangement, the writing, of course with the other guys of the band, but mixing, the mix and the master are done by another guy.
Okay.
So I stop my activity when I give all the files to my mix engineer.
Okay. So you're like me. I do all this sound stuff, and then I send it off to my editor and my mixer, and he does the work for me. Yeah.
Yeah. And but I tried to do some mix, but it's not my job. I understood that it's not my job, and then I prefer to give my files to a guy that is able to do what you are able to listen. So this is why I probably we find a good balance between a good recording and a good mix and master. So.
Well, send your guy that does your mix and recording kudos for me, because he does a great job. Not a lot of people. Not anybody can do it, but the people that do it, and the ones that I've heard, especially on Porcupine Tree and y'all's, great job. So send that out from me, man. That he does an awesome job, or she does an awesome job for sure.
Yeah, for sure. We'll do for sure. Thank you. Thank you.
Absolutely. Awesome. So as far as personal life goes, you guys both are on the left, or you guys are both married. Any kids? Anything like that, or?
Yeah, I have 2 kids, a girl of 11 and a guy of 9, almost 9, and they play like the father. The guy played.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay, the guy plays the drum like you.
Attaboy.
And the girl plays the guitar from 5 years, and they are very interested in music. They listen often our music, and the music.
Of course.
Yeah. And no, they are very interested in music because music is a heavy part of my life.
Right.
Even when I work, even when I am driving, always. And so they are on the right way. I hope.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and take a shot on the dark and say that your son decided to play the drums because he knows that all the chicks go after the drummers, man. The drummers and the singer, man. The drummers and the singer. That's who the chicks go for, man.
I know. Well, maybe change in the future.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But you would think, right? You would think that they would go after the guys that play guitar or bass because their fingers nice and move. You know what I'm saying? So. That's funny. Yeah, how about you, boss? Any kids? I know you're married, but
Yeah, I have also 2 kids. One 11 and one 6 years old.
Awesome.
And they love music very much. And they listen music all the day because when I am at home, the music, the stereo is on every time, all the time, and I try to give them a good way, if it's possible, in listen the right music. But I know that maybe it's not
not so easy.
It's not so
Sometimes
easy. It's not so easy.
There is a lot of trash.
So what you're saying is your kids like Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, thank God, right? No Justin Bieber, right? No Justin Bieber in the house, thank God. What about so do they like Dream Theater?
No.
Oh man.
Not for now. Not for now.
They'll learn to love it. They'll learn to love
music. They love rock music, but also pop music. And something to dance, something to enjoy with friends. But I think it's important to give them the passion for music.
Right, no matter what it is, as long as they have that passion. Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that 100%. I agree with that 100%. Very cool, very cool. We're going to go a little off topic here because that's what this podcast is all about. We just like to shoot the shit. And I hope I'm not taking too much of you guys' time. If you guys at all have to leave or something, just let me know and I'll wrap it up.
No. And of course, if you
we are here for you.
Oh, yeah. I like that. I like it. Very cool. Very cool.
And if you like, we can also do a live session with a song. If you
we can play for you.
We can play for you if you like. I don't know.
I would be honored, and I think my fans would be honored to hear a song from you guys. Yeah, man. Let's do it. Let's hear a song from you guys if you guys want, for sure.
Okay. Yeah. Just we can. I don't know about the quality of the audio.
Peter, it's okay, man. Fuck these people. You're in Italy. We're in the United States. How it's fine, man. You guys rock it out, and if they don't like it, they could kiss my ass, man.
Yeah, okay. We all agree.
So this is an acoustic version of one of the songs of our last album, and the song,
The second track.
yeah, the song is
the
called
album.
Dewdrop,
All right.
and we can play just 3 minutes of the song, and so okay, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Let us sparkle in a dewdrop, reflecting in a bottle, trembling like a candle flame. You reveal the secrets, and now you're disappearing in the bottom of a pond. Close with no shame until the end of the race, from the skyline to the unknown. When your reflection disappears, becoming shadow of your destiny, it remains the light of a dream. It's not a now without a meaning. Nothing gets destroyed and dissolved, like in the label scar, indicating the past.
2, 3, 4.
It faded, faded away, faded away, it faded away in simple ways. Lost in the mirror of the sky, over the waves and over the line, the lonely trail of a dewdrop slowly falling down. Lost in the mirror of the sky, over the waves and over the line, the lonely trail of a dewdrop slowly falling down.
Yeah. Hell yeah, man. That was awesome. That was good stuff.
Thank you.
Yeah, we can.
So that was great, man. That's really cool. As far as like I said, personal life. Do you guys have like a day of the week, or like do you guys all get together, all your families, and like hang out outside of the studio? Like maybe like go out for like a restaurant dinner, or everybody go to somebody's house and have like somebody, like one of the wives cook. Do you guys do anything like that, or?
Yeah, really, it's not so much often, but yeah, sometimes we do.
For a special occasion or
Yeah, for example, after our second album, we made a video, and we organized a sort of party with friends when after the video went out. So we we meet with friends together and
to see the video together.
And yeah, just stay outside and drink and
Like a
eat
cookout
and
type
do
deal.
that.
Yeah. Like a
Yeah.
cookout type. Yeah. Very cool. Very cool. Do you guys?
Yeah.
Do you guys? Okay, in Italy, because if you ask probably 99% of Americans what their favorite food is, it's two things. It's pizza,
Spaghetti.
Yeah.
or spaghetti. Right. It's usually Italian. Some people will say Mexican food. Some people will say sushi. I like sushi. Oh God, that's like a. I like sushi. Like, no, God, no. But anyways, no offense to anybody like sushi. I just think it's disgusting. But your guys, as far as the culture in Italy, what is your guys' favorite dish as far as an Italian dish, or just your favorite dish in general that you like to eat?
Italian food is infinite. There are many kind of dishes, specialities from all the Italian countries and regions, and the pasta, many plates of different kind of pasta, or pizza is one of the best food that we have. But every region has the specialities, and Italian food is very
Various.
It's various, and there is not only one kind of food, but there are many kind: cheese, meat, pasta.
So what he's saying, guys, is Italian food. It doesn't matter what it is. If you're in Italy, it's gonna be good.
Well.
Yeah.
I like the look on his face. Lucas' face is great right now. He's like, I mean, pretty much. Hey, what are you gonna do? Hey, huh? So here's a fun question for you, because I think a lot of people get the impression that I don't know if you guys have ever seen the show Sopranos or about the the Italian mafia and stuff like that or whatever. A lot of people get that impression of Italy. So like, just for shits and giggles, if if you were over here and somebody pissed you off and you were to tell them, hey, why don't you go fuck yourself? Like go fuck yourself. How would you guys say that? Like if you were like, like the Italian mafia type deal or whatever. If you wanted to tell somebody just to go fuck themselves,
Yeah. Well, I think it's I think Soprano is not a so big exaggeration.
Oh wow! Really? Okay.
And with something with a taste of humor, that's always important. But we have, as we have a lot of kind of food, we have also a lot of kind of mafia in Italy. So for different regions, we have different kinds of mafia. So this is another.
Does it still exist? Does the mafia still exist over in Italy?
Yeah, of course.
Oh
yeah.
wow! I did not know that. Very cool.
It's more I don't know. It's more hidden. But is everywhere. It's in politics, in
the economical structure.
It's mixed in every sector of society.
Yeah, in the public sector is everywhere. Maybe they kill a little bit less compared to the past, but mafia exists. It's impossible to say that it doesn't exist. So it's still there. Maybe young generation are more stupid than the past. So probably we have some hope for the extinction of the mafia. But
Ooh, I don't know. Our generation and I know you guys are an amazing band, and we probably should get back on topic there. But I'm just fascinated by the culture of Italy, and just talking to people from different cultures, I get fascinated with that. As far as the culture goes, though, like I know over here we have a huge problem with the kids nowadays that are growing up being very enabled, not really growing up to take accountability for their actions. Basically, it's okay. You mess up, it's okay. There's no punishment type deal. So they grow up and they think that everybody owes them something. Now, they want free college. They want, the government to help them with this and that and this, and the further we get into the future, the worse it gets, because the mentality is, somebody owes them. They're not in our generation to where we actually, if I went and said something and mouthed off to my mom, it was smack across the mouth. Don't ever fucking do that again. Okay, mom, I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm saying. So but now it's like you mouthed off to your mom and the mom is like, I'm sorry, what can I do to make you feel better?
Yeah, it's terrible. Yeah.
It's horrible. Now, I was just curious, is that culture still alive and well in Italy, or is it more strict like it should be? I just want to know how that is.
No, I think that
it's the same. It's more or less it's the same.
The generation of the parents, maybe between 30, 40 years old. In many cases, they are not so able to do the parents, in my opinion.
Right.
Because I think that they would like to have the kids happy, and so they give everything to the kids, and maybe sometimes some no are good for the growth of the kids. I think so.
Yeah, and probably here is the same. It's the same as in the United States. It's not so different, I think. Not so different.
Because the kids today, so my daughter of 11 years old takes a different device, and she is able to work, to do something on that, like games or WhatsApp or different kind of social. And so this is a problem in some cases, because they are open to the world, and it is difficult to.
Well, you have to be there in the same place and know the same device and know the same world that the guys are living. So I don't know. Maybe a good parent have to be to improve him or herself and learn how to be in that world. So he can understand how to protect and how to teach the little guy or the little girl how to where to stop and where the freedom of the guy is finished.
Luca, I think you make a great point there with the mobile devices and stuff. As to nowadays in 2017, as opposed to like maybe even the 80s and 90s, there was a lot more restriction back then. There was a lot there wasn't the access back then that there is now. Like a child, and I mean, legitimately can go on a phone, type in a website, and get a website that they're not supposed to be on, because there's no barrier, there's no line, and that's where I think that there's a huge problem. There's obviously, just like anything, there's a huge positive to social media, but then you have, when you look at your kids and stuff, there's a huge, negative, and that to me would be a negative, and that's hard. But that's part of being a parent. A lot of people are more worried about being their kids' friends than actually being a parent and saying, look, that's not right. Don't do that. Stay off of that. You don't need to be learning about that kind of stuff right now. And it's harder to do as a parent, no matter how strict you are, because it's almost like the more strict you are, they want to do it just in spite of you, just because you told them not to.
Yeah.
So there's a fine line there. I think being a parent nowadays is harder than any other generation it is, because, kids have so much influence from other kids that are kids of parents that don't give a shit. So when you have a kid and you do give a shit, and he's hanging out with a kid that has parents that doesn't give a shit, it's really hard. But
yes,
yeah. To be parents today is more. It's a hard work.
It's a very hard job
than the past.
So thank God for music that you have to play your music and get rid of the stress, right? That's a huge stress reliever. I know it is for me, because I'll go to work and my boss will piss me the hell off all the time. Like, I think he does it just to get a rise out of me. He'll piss me off, and I will come home and I will turn my speaker all the way up and get on my kit, and I will just jam out for like 3 hours. And I'm sure I'm pissing everybody off in the neighborhood. I'm sure that guy's like, that son of a bitch, you won't keep it down. And I'm like, I don't care. I'm de-stressing. If you don't like it, close your ears, hey. Because, and my wife always gives me shit too. She goes, you bought an electric drum set so that you could put the headset on. She goes, if you wanted to make noise, you go buy an acoustic drum set. I'm like, no, I just want to make noise.
Good choice.
Yeah, man. I mean, shoot, you only live once, man. You might as well live it up,
Agreed. Awesome.
So very cool. So your guys' newest album, Invisible Light, right? That was released how long ago?
The 20th of June. So
okay, so very recently. So it just came out 20th of June. And you guys are pretty much, that's what you're focused on. You guys are promoting that. I see on Twitter all the time you guys are promoting that and basically doing snippets of songs. So definitely check that out. Check them out on Twitter. You could check Peter out at Peter_Hamer, Hamer. He's on Twitter. You can also check out Victim of Illusion, and that's at Victim, VictimofIllusio, without the N. So it's Victim of Illusion without the N. That's their Twitter account. Check them out. Follow them. And anytime, as soon as you follow them, I'm telling you right now, you'll see all kinds of links to get their music. If you don't know where to get it, just follow them. They will tell you where to get their music. Download it, pay for it, support these musicians, man. These are, and I'm not saying people that are making billions of dollars aren't real musicians. Actually, yes, I am. But what I'm saying is, I'm saying that these guys are true, just regular guys that have regular lives, just like all of us, but play music because it's a passion of theirs and they enjoy doing it. And support these guys, man. And I think it's really, really fucking cool that I was able to, like I said, in Bumfuck Egypt, Tennessee, talk to you guys via Skype and interview you over thousands of miles away in Italy. I think that's really awesome, and I just want to say thank you so much for being here and doing this for me. And I want to let you guys know that you guys are more than welcome to come on my show anytime you want to promote anything at all. Maybe the next album, that would be really awesome. Very cool. Or if
and the same for us, Chris. Yeah, it was a big pleasure for us.
Very
talk with you.
I know that sometimes, and I have this problem with a lot of my guests, I like to skew off a topic. But that's what I was telling you before, that this podcast is about. It's not supposed to be scripted. It's not supposed to be me having a list here and oh well, what if you had a carrot in your left hand and a tomato in your right hand and you smashed them together, would you get spaghetti? No, you fucking stupid ass. You wouldn't. You know? Yeah, it's like, you know, it's just, you just ask questions. You're real people, and I ask you, and we just have a conversation. That's what it's about, and I appreciate that about you guys. I appreciate that you were willing to be open and talk about other aspects of your life besides just the music, even though that's a major part of what we wanted to get through to these fans is, you know, just check them out, man. I promise you, even if you don't like prog rock, you will like this band. I promise you that. Just because it's so, you could just listen to it and close your eyes, and it's very peaceful. You can meditate to it. You know, it's good stuff. And some of the stuff really pumps your ass hard. Like, if you have a bad day, you listen to it. The day never comes is great. Like, it's just, you know, dum da dum da 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 dum da dum da da da, and you're just like, yeah, motherfucker, ah, yeah. You know, next time you want to go fight somebody, listen to Victim of Illusion and just relax, man. That shit will pump you up, man. But
Okay.
thank you so much, guys. Luca, Peter, and one more time.
Paolo.
All right. Thank you guys so much. I'm horrible with alliteration, I promise. Thank you so much. If you guys wouldn't mind staying on for a few minutes after, we could chat a little bit and exchange some information. But I really appreciate you guys coming on the show today. And like I said, you guys are more than welcome anytime. And check them out. All those Twitter handles I gave you, check them out on Spotify. And if you can't find them, I will give you my phone number and I will tell you how to find them. I will literally mail it to your house. Seriously. Don't act stupid. Don't say, well, I can't find it, so I'm not buying it. No, you're going to buy it. You're going to buy it today. You're going to purchase it and support these guys. Yeah. I'm dangerous.
Yeah. Thank you. Wow. You are.
You're our number one fan.
This is very true. I am your number one fan. That's true. I've actually taken all your songs and I've mixed out the drums and I've put my own track to it. So that's how big of a fan I am.
That's nice. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, guys, again. And we'll talk here in just a second. Everybody else, have a great day. Thanks for listening to All Chapped Up Podcast. This has been Chappy Hour. And stay tuned next time for our rant on the WWE.